Hello and welcome to the December 30th, 2009 video version of Invested Central's Chart of the Day. I'm Tom Bowley, Invested Central's Chief Market Strategist, and it's my pleasure to provide you with today's Chart of the Day. This Chart of the Day is brought to you by StockCharts.com, simply the web's best financial charts. Well, today we are featuring Nevsun Resources Limited, ticker symbol NSU. This is a $325 million basic materials company that engages in the acquisition, exploration, development, and production of mineral properties with a focus on gold and base metal mining and exploration. Well, just like the overall gold sector, you can see that there's been a nice uptrend in NSU throughout 2009. The stock really got way ahead of itself. You can see that for the most part it was in like a parallel uptrend channel. And then kind of broke out of it in early October, really making almost a parabolic move to the upside. We saw it climb up to almost $3.50 in the third week of October, and the stock had just barely been above $1.75 in early October, so almost a double in about 3 weeks. The stock simply just got too far ahead of itself. On the last move to the upside here, you could see it broke out, could not hold it. We put in a reversing dark cloud cover candle, and then since then we have been trending lower. Now the recent break below the 50-day moving average looks rather ominous. Volume was picking up, was very heavy as it broke below the 50-day, and this was the first time we've seen movement below the 50-day since back in June, when we also broke below the 50-day on very heavy volume. Now the key here that I see on NSU is, notice this breakout back in early October when it made this big heavy volume move above $2.29. Notice we had not come back down to retest this breakout area until yesterday. We actually went down, put in a low at 228. I think that there's the potential for maybe one more move intraday down below this 229 level. But as long as we don't close below 229, I still feel pretty good about this one in the near term. Now, it's got some repairing to do on its chart. The MACD is very weak. Anytime I see a MACD that's below the center line and pointing straight down like this one, I tend to think in terms of just a very quick move to the upside, and then really having it be almost unsustainable, and then perhaps another retest of this particular support area, and perhaps at that point you might see a positive divergence develop or some other indication that would indicate that we're ready to move higher. But keep one thing in mind: anytime you have price support that has not been violated, I tend to overlook many of the other weak technical signals until you lose the price support. So if we lose price support here, I think it could be a quick drop down to this trend line area, which is sitting at about 185. That would be another 50 cents or so from the current price, which is 20%. We're not interested in falling or watching a stock fall that far. So we do want to keep a tight stop here. If we close below 229, personally, we probably should be thinking about getting out of the stock. To the upside, I think a quick move up to 250 or 260, maybe even 265, not out of the question, although again with the MACD weak, I'd probably be careful. Wouldn't look for much more than that. The oscillators down here, you can see RSI and stochastics both very oversold, especially stochastics, which is down in single digits. RSI getting very close to this oversold 30 level, which we have not seen during this entire uptrend. So I do think NSU has pulled back quite a bit, presents a much stronger reward to risk type entry at the current level. I want to thank you for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed our presentation today. Be sure to check out our chart of the day every day at InvestedCentral.com. While you're there, sign up for our free weekly Market Pulse newsletter and have the chart of the day emailed directly to you. Happy trading.